Did you know if you drop a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds, nothing will happen but it will put a giant smile on my face? So with Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 2 being over halfway complete, as we're 54% way through this season as a whole, as you guys know, as I've mentioned in other videos, there's only 4 downtime updates this season but 5 in the very next, and obviously the next one we're set to see this season is 20.30, which is currently on the staging servers, meaning it is indeed releasing in a matter of days if not hours when you're watching this video. And despite this second to last update being super close, what if I told you we already have teasers and leaks pointing toward what's upcoming, whether it be the brand new Star Wars event that's set to start as we enter Star Wars Day, or May the 4th, Klombos returning in a way that everybody would have never wanted to see them being eliminated, and also most importantly, as you can see by the title and the thumbnail, Miles Morales in Fortnite and confirmation as to him upcoming and when this might be. Obviously I know that sounds good to everybody watching today, so if you haven't already decided to sit back, relax with your favourite snacks to stick around and watch the full video, then I highly recommend doing so. And whilst you're doing that, one favour you can do for me, considering it's 100% free to do, is enter code FM1 inside the Fortnite item shop right now or the next time you log on. Entering this code not only puts a giant smile on my face but also cheers up my pug Gus, as he's been kinda sad about the fact he knows 70% of you watching right now are not subscribed. So if you hit the big red button right now, you will help us on our final push to 2.5 million subs, as we've just reached 2.4 million right now, so get clicking. After all, this only benefits you too, considering I give different subscribers every single day who are simply, yes, subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on, and then comment their Epic Games ID down below and potentially what they'd like to receive. So yeah, that could be you gifted in front of hundreds of thousands of eyes to see in the very next video on the channel. But with all of that said, now we need to dive into everything 20.30, and most specifically Miles Morales appearing in Fortnite finally, so make sure of course you don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm not, I'm sitting on my
Don't
back.
go anywhere.
Okay, so first and foremost, something that's going to be affecting everybody going into the brand new month, being May anyways, is the brand new crew pack skin, for those that don't know, which is called Southpaw. As you can see in the background footage, this is the reveal trailer that Fortnite attached in this article over on Twitter, which they also included throughout this. All of the cosmetics on screen right now is what we'll be receiving, and here's what they look like kind of early anyways, perhaps if you watch this video as soon as it's uploaded, in a reward screen form. For those that don't know, for a while now, a lot of the skins that have been upcoming have been from these surveys, and it's safe to say Southpaw, this one right here in Fortnite, actually came from this design here, which was also one of the survey skins. If we compare them side by side, you guys will be able to tell more clearly. And speaking of trailers, while we're on the subject, of course, Fortnite did reveal their FNCS Cup or tournament for Chapter 3 Season 2, which, believe it or not, has a $3 million total prize pool. And of course, for those that don't know, with every FNCS Cup comes free rewards, and well, here are the free rewards we're going to be getting this time around for watching certain Twitch streams with drops enabled, obviously once linking our Epic Games account to our Twitch account so that we can get them in game. Typically, to get all of these free rewards, we only need to watch around 30 minutes of the FNCS broadcast on drops enabled streams, of course, from following the steps I previously mentioned, from linking said Epic Games account being yours to your Twitch account when you're watching. Of course, what's been mentioned so far has only been revealed on social media, not physically in game when I'm recording, as of course we're currently waiting for the 20.30 update, which, as you can see on screen, according to Happy Power, we're going to be expecting on May the 3rd, being a Tuesday, which is actually a day before Star Wars Day. As you guys may or may not know, the Star Wars saying "May the Force be with you." May the 4th is obviously a play on words of this, May the 4th be with you, hence why it's Star Wars Day. This of course not only means the return of many skins, as you can see from this particular Fortnite X Star Wars trailer when the Rise of Skywalker was obviously released, as Hypex even tweeted about, these Star Wars cosmetics are set to return on May 4th, along with an Imperial Trooper NPC for the collection book. He does not say anything but Rebel Scum. This of course is the NPC he's referring to here, or what it'll look like in game, in case you forgot what the Imperial Troopers were. Previously they were scattered around these crash sites on the Chapter 2 island, or should I say the flip side of this one currently, and believe it or not, they did drop a mythic blaster weapon, so this looks like it also could be returning with the release of 20.30, as it's the day before May 4th. On top of that, which data miners also confirmed too, being lightsabers to be making a return, which came in these weird looking chests previously. And the reason we know this is because Epic Games have updated a challenge into the game's coding where we have to deal damage in Battle Royale with a particular lightsaber, but the lightsabers are not only, it looks like, going to be actual weapons we can use in game, which were very useful and handy as a temporary harvesting tool once managing to be lucky enough to find one of these chests or pick up a lightsaber in the first place. And speaking of these being used as a harvesting tool, according to Fire Monkey right here, they've updated the game's coding for these lightsabers from Fulfill Your Destiny to multiple swing styles, implying that not only are these going to be coming to the item shop in a harvesting tool form that we can customize, but it will be a customizable option with so many different variants we can mix and match between, whether it's the shape of the laser beam or lightsaber itself, the color, you name it. This is going to be absolutely huge and make Epic Games so much money. I don't know why they didn't do this previously for May the 4th. I don't believe the spawn rate of lightsabers has changed or where we find them, but what's going to be interesting, more specifically in terms of not only finding lightsabers but loot overall, and potentially those as a weapon in-game, is the fact that, you know, the 7 outposts that are scattered around the map and they have vaults inside, well, they've been closed this entire season. The only vault we can open is actually at Command Cavern, being the primary base of the Imagined Order that they've set up permanently on the Chapter 3 island. That's all about to change with the release of 20.30, as when this update goes live, it looks like we'll be able to stand here again, multiple players, or even us and a chicken, and open these to loot what's inside, and even get that tremendous amount of XP per time. This, believe it or not, right now is the only hotfix that's known to be happening in 20.30 before it does in terms of a map change. However, as you can see on screen, everything else is going to be changed across the other modes of Fortnite, with the release of the downtime update itself being 20.30. Speaking of map changes, if you haven't been playing a lot of Fortnite, the most recent things that have happened is that the blimp has crashed from Coney Crossroads, and the 7 have taken this name location over, with another ghost flag actually popping up, just like it did at the Daily Bugle, which is very strange considering the 7 actually took it over and their logo is this. And with this happening, of course, the battle is now commencing to take over Rocky Reels, with the 7 trying to push the Imagined Order back, which we know is successfully going to happen to the point where they only have control over Command Cavern and also Loot Lake in this final stage. Of course, with the release of the 20.30 downtime update, or just downtime commencing overall, we expect to see more developments as to the live event happening, or being set up in terms of map changes that progressively flow now into the end of this season, which is actually June 3rd, when of course we can expect to not only see a live event, but one that puts us straight into downtime for the next season to then occur. As of right now, the only thing we know about this live event is that it could be a Doomsday version 2, or the device from Chapter 2 Season 2, as the Imagined Order, according to Hypex, are not only working on their own Doomsday device, but Jones is actually in one of the quests wanting us to set up cameras around Loot Lake to get more intel on this. Is it coincidence that this happened at the center point of our Chapter 2 island, and with these things coming out of the water, or the device coming out of a place that was surrounded by water, and now Loot Lake is pretty center point to our island, which is literally a lake in itself? And with this ending live event for Season 2 of Chapter 3 potentially being an interactive battle between the Imagined Order and the 7, or us helping the 7 fight off the Imagined Order, or stopping them from activating the device that they have made for Doomsday, all I'm saying is, with the tease of Klombos returning around the island, not only the snowmounds that we can visit for a secret challenge, but now from consuming the Klombos, which are consumables that have returned, implying that Klombos also will be if their source of food is. Hopefully in this live event battle, if it does happen, no Klombos are eliminated in front of us or wiped off the face of the Fortnite island for good as wildlife once they've just returned, as this could be possible from Hypex stating about the fact that Epic Games currently are working on Klombos being eliminatable, if that's even a word, and an incentive to even have this happen. Like literally, they tweeted out initially, didn't they, that they would wipe out the entirety of Tilted if anybody's to harm these, but now, as you can see from this tweet, they're giving out mass loot for doing so. So far on private servers, the only thing that could eliminate Klombo was this dev weapon, and it made them just simply disappear, as there's no animation currently for Klombos dying in the files. But speaking of what's not in the files that's currently being teased, and we kind of have confirmation on it coming right now, is a Miles Morales skin in Fortnite. Initially, when Spider-Man was obviously implemented into the Chapter 3 Season 1 Battle Pass, we got an article off Epic Games stating that there'd be many other characters from the Spider-Verse or Spider-Man's universes appearing in Fortnite which came to be, such as Tom Holland, and also MJ from this particular Fortnite universe, not Mary Jane from the original Spider-Man. But speaking of Mary Jane, of course, we did get a Mary Jane variant, being this particular one right here, and with all the other Spider-Man based characters that have come to the game, it looks like now, based off what's been revealed from this Fortnite x Marvel Zero War comic book strip, this one right here, the first cover being called Macro Turini, Miles Morales and Meowscles variant, limited to 3,000 copies, obviously shows a version of Miles Morales in Fortnite. And despite the comic books teasing skins or cosmetics that are going to be upcoming, believe it or not, attached to each one of these there's going to be a free reward, which is most specifically interesting in the first issue, believe it or not, which potentially is Miles Morales or a Spider-Man 2099 variant, which also got revealed in comic book form too. Of course, with the release of these comic books attached to other franchises such as DC, they've had to make entirely new skins, so it's not going to be anything anything existing we can simply redeem for free. It will literally be a brand new Spider-Man based outfit, and if that is Miles Morales, I'm guessing we're yet to know. Based off the hype that everybody has surrounded him in the Fortnite community now, however, and people tweeting out things such as the following, which supposedly is an ad somebody saw on YouTube for Miles Morales coming into Fortnite, or the fact that we can get it now, it should be upcoming very soon, and I'll have that news covered for you on the channel as soon as it is literally leaked out there, so make sure you're subscribing to the channel with all notifications turned on, and drop a like in today's video if you enjoyed it. I want to keep referring back to any of it. But speaking of other videos or your next destination, now make sure to interact with anything on screen, I don't mind, but most importantly, hopefully I can catch you, yes, you the individual still watching, I can see you, but hopefully in that very next video I do post on the channel.